Morph swapping out from Rogue onto the Mage instead this time around. Barak immediately charging in, breath on the kitty for just a moment with the quote-unquote right after bash with the Convoke to follow. Big damage on the Morph on this. Oh no! I think he was thinking, you know what? I think might be okay. I don't see Convokes anymore. Maybe nobody plays it because it's not that good. Barak got all the bites in the world off the bat. Oh my goodness, not even fast enough to get himself an ice block or nothing. Yeah, I think whenever you see Convoke, you gotta react, trinket, something, anything, whatever you can do. Trinket, interrupt, anything could work, you know? But it's gonna be a Holy Saya up next. Barak high on that victory, wants to get right back in there from one to the next. Holy Saya immediately activating Crusade. This is where Barak needs to be very, very careful. Crusade can really ramp up onto you until it eventually breaks you. And I don't think there's a single defensive bar an absolute immunity like Ice Block or Bubble that can deal with it easily. Barak may be looking at that Heart of the Wild, might actually want to use it while available, keeping himself alive. Bear form, Trinket, Heart of the Wild, there it goes. Big healing might be pretty much what saves you as Shield of Vengeance pops for Holy Saya. Finally, Crusade Wings are gone, looking for the Cyclone, doesn't quite connect, but he's alive. At least it's a much better situation than it could have been. Cyclone, right before the cloak connects, Holy Saya goes in for the final strike, taking him out of the game with Alpha. Gotta be up next. Double bubble for Holy Saya and Alpha. Alpha unable to break through his defenses, but Holy looking for regenerating, which ignores dampening, didn't you know? Making it much better. Alpha with a quick blind into Searing Glare to make it difficult for Holy Saya to really get any kind of responses. All of his attacks from Hodge, so I think everything is just gonna miss the guy for a bit. Alpha tanked up with the Shield of Vengeance, big hammer hanging over Holy Saya as he does wall this damage through, trying to see if he can take it up as much as possible. Shield of Vengeance of his own together with the Battle Master Trinket to amplify his cells, let it grow a little bit larger. Stun onto Alpha. No, maybe human racial for this one, but no bubble right now. Might be in a bad spot. Might be looking at the Blessing of Protection, that or Spell Warden. Probably Spell Warden if I had to pick one or the other. Holy Saya burning his lay on hands as he's actually, instead of using immunity, Alpha does exactly the same, trying to see if he can go for the counter stun onto Holy Saya with a hammer, but looks like Alpha not feeling that great in that situation. Wants to go for maybe range damage, looking for recovery, trying to keep himself kind of at distance. Wake of Ashes, he's really poking out whenever he has a big hit, but otherwise he just wants to walk in, use his cooldown to do damage to Holy, back up out of there, because right now he's feeling the pressure. If he was ever in front of the guy, him or Justice did not pay him any dividends at all, and Holy Saya does end up capitalizing on that one. I am actually very, very surprised. He does leave a hammer on his head. Wait, the hammer's still in his head? Blessing of Protection? Does the hammer still do something? I don't think it did. Grifka gonna be up next versus Holy Saya. Holy does use Blessing of Protection for this one, trying to see if we can find the rogue. Unless you pick up eyes, I don't think you're gonna be able to find them, and Grifka's already skulking next to the next eye that Holy Saya is looking for. It's almost like he knew exactly which eye he prefers, man. And he's actually gonna sap you, steal the eye, run away with it? He's a thief in the night. He's literally a rogue main. He will steal the eye just so you can't use it. Holy Sam mounting up on his steed with a bit of damage around the corner. Stun into Grifka, doesn't at least get himself an opener, forcing a trinket out of the rogue at the very least, which is gonna help make headway into maybe eventually killing the rogue. Cloak of Shadows not used, actually evasion. I thought it was Cloak of Shadows for a second, just danced though. But it's big damage to the Holy Saya. Shield of Vengeance to follow. Blind onto Grifka with the Searing Glare to make sure the rogue cannot really go counter-offensive, as Holy trying to punish him as best as he can. Next stun can be huge. No trigger for rogue. Cheap shot. Does he have enough damage? No secret technique. Wait, no, he is back. Oh, shield. Last second. Keeps him alive. Stun onto Grifka. Does he have the damage? Got himself Crusade last minute. Has himself bubble back up. Does Grifka know this? He could just pick up the eyes right now. He picking up the eyes, making sure Ro cannot escape. Bubble available. He can stop him. Bubble up. He can't escape. He sees him in vanish. Blend right after. He sees exactly what the rogue is at. He can't move anywhere. Evasion maybe saving him. Narrowly. Barely. Grifka needs something. Cheap shot last second. Holy Saya. Oh, maybe come down. Oh, no. No way, he almost had it too. No way, he almost had it too. That is crazy. But Skid gonna be up next. Immediate trinket, blind right after Grifka as escaping the Pacific Fury. There's no way you almost had him. I can't believe he lived in that evasion. I can't believe it. It's so crazy to me how many abilities for paladins, now that they're playing to the Holy Strike build, how many abilities are treated as physical rather than just straight up holy damage. I can't believe that duel went the way that it did. Gouge to the Skeet with a kidney shot right after. Grifka with a big secret technique Skeet. Once you have yourself a big leg sweep to end the duel right now. Karma. He needs someone to end this fairly quickly. Grifka trying to see if he can maneuver around the guy. Zuen, leg sweep does have a tricky backup for this one with a vanish to follow. Could cloak this if he wanted to, as remnants of karma are still burning down to the south bar a little bit. Does get himself another reset, but looks like someone is still keeping him out in the open. In cap last second. Skeet catches him in a Fist of Fury. Grifka with a shadow step as well, a cheap shot just to lock the monk down, and I think it's just going to be over. Does get that eviscerate going. My goodness, that is so rough. Wall out for Atham. Trying to see if he can maybe live this. Cloak shadows for Grifka, able to use that magic immunity to escape away from the Paladin smoke bomb to cover your escape, but a stun stops you in place as the Paladin is looking to bring you to justice. You're trying to crawl over the tombstone, but still unable to evade the Paladin easily. Still keeping it on combat. Grifka needs a stun right now. Stun into Atham, bubble to follow. Grifka does have a vanish. Never mind, he does have a vanish. Another set of eyes, none of the eyes are available, so Grifka at least should be able to get himself a proper reset. As long as Grifka doesn't have like mage foot or nothing, he should be still in a situation where he may go down. But the fact that he doesn't have mage foot this time around, which I feel like for the last few duels he did, he doesn't really have an easy way out of this one. Atho, do you have another immunity, or you still have forbearance on you? Might be in a bad spot. Cloak does proc for him in order to give him a bit of a shielding. Battlemaster Trinket to give him a little bit more help to work with. At least trying to see if he can just give himself a bit more tankiness. Trying to be very careful with rogue shadow steps. Trying not to get juked out. Grifka going for another juke. Not going to be able to blind. Almost catches him, but Grifka does round the bend on the left-hand side. Summon still keeping him out in the open. If Atho can reconnect back up, he might be okay. Stabbed by the rogue, and looks like he does escape out of this one scot-free. Atho does have a ballistic protection. One of the eyes is available, and maybe this is where Atho could reposition in that direction. He does play normal wings, though, so every minute should be able to have kind of a big go. Grifka, avoiding all of Atho's abilities with the Cloak of Shadows, rotating into an evasion. Big visitors to follow, and Atho does go down. Grifka wasn't in any fright whatsoever. Once he had a cloak for the next go of Atho, dodging, avoiding all these attacks, wholly physical, just absolutely immune to them entirely. As Calvin places a board together with Succubus, you see picking up the eyes. Grifka played against Calvin multiple times in a row. Succubus right next to him. Does he know exactly where it's at? Does he see it? I think Succubus is actually fully invisible, isn't it? He won't even find it. He's hanging out Succubus nearby, maybe seeing if it'll catch him. But I think that's what he's trying to do. Trying to see if maybe Succubus will draw sight of him. Shadowy duel for just a second. Avoiding the Succubus. Calvin with a dark pack just enough to keep himself alive. Board. Succubus right after him. Should be able to punish the rogue with the call portals. Vanish available for the rogue. Will probably go for it. Trinket maybe up. Mortal Coil, try to keep him in combat as long as possible. There goes the Vanish, but he's still doubted. The portals, I think, should still be able to reconnect. And there goes the portal. Still firing off bouts of bolts with an Infernal around the corner. Grifka does not have an out. Shadow Meld very, very soon. I don't even know if you'll be able to Shadow Meld around this Infernal. Inside of the smoke bomb, can't really do much. Stun on the Succubus. Infernal still keeping it nice and warm. Grifka going in for a stun as well. Maybe Shadow Meld? No, try to see if he can port him way out in the open. Not letting this guy catch any kind of restart behind the pillar. Shadow Meld, but still down. He's still out in the open. 1 second. Hold on a moment. Wait a second. How are you still out? No way you got a restealth. Oh, he's back in the cubby. If only Calvin knew what the rogue was. Back in the cubby. I feel like whenever you see a rogue restealth, I feel like you should check the cubbies just in case. Just in case. Just make it like a habit or something. As the demon is going to keep harassing you. Bolts around the corner. And Grifka does streak out of this one immediately. Does Calvin have anything for this one? Got himself a defensive, using it really early just to give himself as much of cover as humanly possible, but it still is a lot of damage, just absolutely slices right through you. Unless Calvin got some Mortal Coil very, very soon. No health at all. Oh my god, he's actually no health whatsoever. I think he just spoke around. Mortal Coil the guy immediately. That was Succubus CC. Does he get to do it? Mortal Coil? I think he Shadow Melded it. No, he Shadow Melded it. No. I can't believe it. Oh my goodness, dude. Shadow Meld, that's another ability that I wonder if they'll ever like tune for PvP. Dodge the coil. It's crazy. It's insane. All right, let's get another one going, yeah?